Hey everyone, today's video is going to be on this look right here, and this is my Valentine's Day look that I did. My boyfriend and I are celebrating Valentine's Day and our 6-year and 11-month anniversary a little bit early, so we did it today, which I filmed the look I did today because this was our Valentine's Day date. So I used the Colored Raine Queen of Hearts palette, and this is what the palette looks like. I just got this palette for Christmas from a friend, and I am absolutely in love with this palette. This palette is beautiful. The colors are so pigmented, and you simply cannot go wrong with any of the colors in this palette. So I really love this palette. Thank you so much from my friend Nicole. I love you, girl. So thank you for this palette again. I've heard of Colored Raine's eyeshadows, and I don't have any of my own, so this is my first, but I definitely will have to pick up more because their eyeshadows are on point. I also want to wish you guys a happy Valentine's Day or an anti-Valentine's Day, whichever one you celebrate. But don't forget to spread love every day of the year, not just one day of the year. So without further ado, if you want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. So today's look, I'm going to be using the Colored Raine Queen of Hearts palette, and I originally got this for Christmas from one of my good friends, and I never really tried Colored Raine shadows before, and so when I opened this, I was like seriously like taken aback. Like, the colors in here are really pretty, and this is like a really good color palette. I love the colors in here. I have used this palette before, and I loved the pigmentation from it. The mattes are silky, and the metallics and the shimmers in here are amazing. They're so pigmented. I'm going to go ahead and take this color Air right here, and I'm going to put that all over my crease. And I think this is probably the first video that I've ever done without having my brows done. So you guys actually can see that I don't really have that many brows, like especially on the outside, but oh well. And I'll just do those later. Now that I have that color on, I'm going to go ahead and dip into Royal Prerogative, which is this one right here. And it's just one step darker. So I'm going to take that same brush and put it into my crease as well. For the next color, I'm going to be taking this color in Ladyship, and this one out of the whole palette I think is the one that is not vegan, and it is, yeah, so Ladyship is the one that is not vegan, and it does have like sort of a drier texture to it. It's a little bit more chalky feeling, but the pigmentation is just the same. So I'm just going to take another kind of like a crease brush, get some of that, and just put it right here on the outside. What I'm doing here, just to kind of like build up the intensity of it, is I'm going in really light and just kind of like very lightly, ever so lightly, just kind of bring it in, starting from this outside corner, and just very lightly just kind of bring in that color. And this does take a little bit of time. It is a little bit time consuming, but you can see that the gradual, like the blend is really nice, and that's what I really like about this. The next color I'm going to take is this color called Royal Highness, and this is a really pretty kind of like a taupey, rose taupey shimmer, or more kind of like a metallic, because this stuff is extra metallic. I'm just going to take just a little bit at first because their metallics are really buildable, so when you put it on, the more that you put it on, the more it packs on to there, and it becomes more foiled and more metallic. So I'm just going to take a little bit onto the brush and just kind of lightly pat it onto my lid. I just want like a small amount of shimmer, not too much because I want it to be kind of subtle because I have a lot going on out here right on the crease. Now that I have the lid color on, I'm going to go back with that brush that I used for the Lady Chic color. I'm going to blend this into the crease, that way I can get some of that definition back and a little bit less shimmer on the crease, or the outer edges, I should say. And by doing this, I also feel like it helps blend the shimmer and the matte shade together. And again, I'm just going to use very light hand, very light touches here. Now I'm going to, I actually really like the way that it looks right now, but I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to go into the color Crown right here, and I'm going to use this color as my inner corner highlight. And this color is beautiful for an inner corner highlight. It's really light, but it really stands out too. Now that I've finished up most of the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face before I finish the bottom portion of my eyes. So I'm going to kind of tell you what I'm using. So I don't know if this was recording when I put my foundation on, but backtracking, I guess. For my primer, I used the Urban Decay De-Slick Primer. Then for my foundation, I went in with my Lancome Le Tint Particulier foundation, which I've been loving recently. Now, since I've already applied my foundation, I'm going to set it with some loose powder, and this is my NYC Smooth Skin Translucent Face Powder. This is my go-to powder. For my contour and bronzer today, I'm going to go into the Chickathon Benefit palette, and I'm going to take this color Hula. I noticed that when I had opened it, it was like kind of moving, so this thing fell out, which is okay because I was actually curious as to how this was going to come out because I wanted to depot this into a Z palette. So I'm just going to go ahead and take Hula out of here and use this to contour.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't want to waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us.
I'm actually going to go back into my translucent powder and take this little brush and just go like this. To stick with the Benefit theme, I'm just going to go take Rockateur, and Rockateur is also my favorite blush from them, and it's also like the first one that I ever used, and that is my complete favorite out of this whole collection that they have. And I'm just going to take some of that, and you know what, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of Dandelion too. So I'm going to mix these two and then apply it for my blush. I'm going to jump back into Hula and grab my, this is what I use for nose contouring, and I've actually started doing that and now I can't stop. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this here. Now, oh, and then going into highlight, I'm going to use my trusty Laura Geller highlight in Gilded Honey. It's this one right here. Now that I'm done with the face, I'm going to go back to the eyes and finish up the eyes. I don't really know if I want to do liner today. Probably not, because I like the way that this eye looks. So I'm going to skip out on the liner today, and I'm just going to finish up the lower lids and then I'll be done pretty much. I'm going to take a smudger brush and go back into this color called Royal Prerogative, and I'm just going to put it all over the bottom lash line. Then I'm going to go back into Ladyship and do the same thing, but this one I'm going to stick more on the inside part. Not the inside, the outer. Stick to the outer part. And then for brow bone highlight, I'm going to go back into that color Crown right here and just put that very, very carefully onto the brow bone. Very lightly, really. Because this color is crazy, crazy pigmented. And I'm just going to take my finger and just kind of blend it out a little bit. So I'm not going to do lashes today either because I'm kind of limited on time, but that's what makes it look real. I'm going to put some clear brow gel on first so I can lock my brows into place. Then I'm going to curl my lashes. The setting spray I'm going to use today is the Kat Von D Lock-It setting spray, and I actually really like this setting spray. I really like the mist on it. I really like the Urban Decay one, but this mist though, do you see that? It's like nothing. So I really like this and I'm just going to go for it. Okay. And it's just a really nice fine mist. I really like it. I don't know why, but I just really like it. And while that's drying, now I'm going to apply my mascara. I'm using my trusty Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. Okay, and oh, and for lips, let me pick a lip color. Hold on. For lips, I'm going to use Lime Crime's Faded, and I absolutely love this color. I haven't used it in a while. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos, and follow me on Instagram too, and maybe I will do kind of like a little giveaway soon. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you later.